So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income, and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast. Hey everybody, it's Dan Latto speaking. So what is the mindset shift that I had to physically make to myself, especially when moving overseas here to Spain? All my businesses are UK-based businesses. We have UK clients, we have tenants, they're UK-based clients, we have clients in the UK that are digital marketing agency clients, and so on and so forth. Plus, of course, we're buying businesses right now. So we've got a construction business that's just going through, and touch wood, wherever wood is, that will go through the next couple of days. So what's the shift that I had to make instead of me doing it all? So one of the biggest shifts was going back 10, 15 years. I used to own a lettings agency, which we sold for personal reasons. It was connected to an old relationship with my ex-partner. Kids were abducted. I mean, pretty horrific stuff. And it had to go. But we grew that. And in fact, for like 4 or 5 years straight, we doubled revenues every single year. So we were really on fire. We knew what we were doing. We were very good at it, and we sold it. So when we sold that, I was actually doing all the marketing. We had a handyman business that we owned, we had a furniture package business that we owned, and we had a lettings agency and a estate agency that we owned as well. And little old me was doing the marketing, working really hard. And so one of the biggest shifts for me, and I would say this is the biggest shift that has made the difference on everything that we do right now as we grow our businesses, is getting somebody else to come and do the work. Even if it's not as good as you. And often, by the way, they're better than me. Often. Can you get someone who's a better salesperson than me? Of course we bloody well can. Here I am saying often, and what I really mean to say is all the time, the people that we take on are better than I am. Graphic designer, much better than I am. Video editor, far better than I am. Website designer, Facebook ads guy. I can do all of this, right? But I can't do all of this as well as somebody who eats, lives and breathes all of this 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks of the year for the last 10 years. Because I'm busy doing all these different things, okay? So the biggest mindset shift for me was this realization that I'm actually best in front of the lens, just like I am now. Because in being in front of the lens, we can then create things like podcasts. I can then pass this all out to the team. So literally this video goes to the team. One pulls out the podcast, one creates a video, another one uploads it to YouTube, another one embeds that YouTube on my website, another one then starts scheduling it all out to go out on social media. And all of this, by the way, is what we do for our clients too, by the way. This is just not my team. This is a team that's built around what our clients needed and what I needed as well. So in terms of moving on from actually having an employee, that's really hard. But it's like, think about this. So one of the other businesses that we've just taken over, they have to follow up with clients. And right now, the business owner is following up with all the clients. I'm like, that's a low-grade activity, low-paid activity. Why are you doing it when we can get someone in £10 an hour to sit at home and make the phone calls twice a week? So that's what we've done. So, you know, £10 an hour, 4 hours a week. Yeah, it's 16 hours a month. That's only £160, not that much, but it frees up that amount of time for that person to go out and find more sales, find more deals. And when more deals come in, because we've released up their time, the person that's doing all the follow-ups, they will now find their hours are slowly increasing, which means more business and more profitability for this person to go out and find more. That money then moves into marketing and so on. So this mindset shift of stopping doing everything myself and finding people to go and do it. And of course, you're going to find people who are going to let you down. You're going to find people who just disappear for no random, no reason at all, just a random reason. They're there one day and they never show up for work again, and they've disappeared and you have no idea what's gone on. And I remember pop up 3 years later and, what happened to you then? Oh, I was having an issue, so I just left. It's like, okay, good luck, this stuff is going to happen. It's part of running a business. But you shouldn't be using this as an excuse not to get rid of some of the work that you're doing and outsourcing it into an employee or into a marketing agency like we run. You should be outsourcing this. This is the mindset shift that you have to make. There's a couple more minor ones. That's the big one for me. A couple of more minor ones. Number one, you've got to plan everything. And this is not a choice, by the way. If you don't plan everything, there is no way on this earth that you will be as successful as you could be if you don't plan and set goals and all of that kind of thing. Number 2 is the spreadsheet. If you don't know how much money you're spending on a daily basis, what your end of month is going to look like before you get to the end of the month, what the following month is going to look like, what the year is going to look like, what your expected revenue is going to look like, what your expected expenses are going to look like, what your expected profit margins are going to be like. If you don't know any of that stuff, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. So it's probably 3 things right there. Number 1, start hiring, start outsourcing, get people on board who actually know what they're doing. Number 2, what was number 2? Number 2 was the goal setting and time management. Time management more than anything. And number 3 was the spreadsheet. Anyway, hope that's useful for you. A little snippet there. And we'll catch up with you on the next video. My name's Dan Latto, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.